But what if you could mimic the effects of a volcano using a controlled release of sulfur aerosols to roll back the effects of global warming? David Keith thinks it should be possible to reproduce the sunscreen effect of a volcano using high-altitude airplanes to spray sulfuric acid into the sky.
Several colleagues and I are in the middle of thinking about how we'd actually put sulfur in the stratosphere. If you put the H2SO4 in directly from an aircraft, you can make the right size of particles, which you really need to have geoengineering with the smallest side effects. We might be right, we might be wrong, but at some level, the only way to really find out is to actually run a small experiment.
Models have already run geoengineering simulations that showed cooler temperatures worldwide. But they also showed less rainfall, weakening the monsoons and creating drought conditions in both Asia and in sub-Saharan Africa. Blocking the sun cools the ocean as well as land, so cooler water could mean less evaporation, fewer clouds, and less rain. The bottom line seemed to be that forcing the temperature down caused some places to benefit, while others got worse.
It's true that the precipitation, the total amount of rainfall, will generally go down, but also the evaporation rate, the rate at which rain evaporates off warm ground, will go down. And what crops really depend on is the amount of soil moisture, and it's not obvious if that goes up or down.
If geoengineering brought the temperature down, the good effects of cooling might outweigh the negative effects of less rain.
The materials that are going into the environment right now, aluminum oxide nanoparticles and barium nanoparticles, these just happen to be the same materials that they use in nanothermate explosives. And so when this stuff settles down out of the air into the environment, it is small enough to be absorbed through the root structure of the trees in the forest. And so when there's a forest fire, and there will be a forest fire, those fires burn dramatically hotter. The point is that the cost of firefighting, the cost in the healthcare system have nearly doubled in the last 10 years. The amount of acreage is lost because of fires. The impact on human health is dramatic.